Welcome to Blinkers Off with your hosts, Jared Welch and Aaron Halterman.
Hello, what is up? Welcome to Kentucky Derby 151. Myself, Jared Welch. We're here. What are we, guys? We're like an hour out of post time for the Kentucky Derby, and so you're just getting me. You're just getting me. So ask away. Help me fill the time here. But I got the post positions up on the screen, but we can go over everything on today's show. The racing has been unbelievable today. Unbelievable, the racing. Like, can't ask for much better. But the main event's coming up next, guys. What's up? Shoddy, what's up? Yeah, Halterman's live right now. So if you guys have VSiN or Mad Dog on Sirius XM or VSiN channel, he's live with Samish right now. So I'm actually at Halterman's house. Got the drinks flowing. But I'm live. And I was like, hey, listen, I'm just sitting here. We got an hour to post. I'm going to go live. So here we go. So let's talk a little bit. Okay, first of all, how insane is it that we're getting 4-1 on journalism right now? 4-1 on journalism right now, guys, is wild. Let me pull up the odds here. Pull up the odds for everybody. Well, I'll announce them anyways. I can't put them on the screen. What's up, Brett? So mine's on the fence. Now, to be fair, most of my bets are coming from the Derby. Halterman's doing good. He did well both Friday and Saturday. He's positive. Dude, today my undercard bets have been, like, for instance, in the 2 races ago, I needed the 4 to hold on for a trifecta. I needed an Isos to hold on. That Churchill, guys, that Isos race, mind frame, was incredible. It's been that last race. I needed the 7 that was flying late. I needed him to get up. So it's just been one of those kind of days for me personally. Now, Halterman, on the other hand, he's been killing it. So his picks are doing well. But again, I have most of my bets running through the Derby. So he doesn't have as much money in the Derby as I do. So, listen, Brent, I'm not concerned about the wet track for him. You can't. I think you can be, because we don't. The big thing is we don't know. We have no idea what any of these horses are going to do on a wet track. So I don't know how. We can't really. I can't be concerned about it if I don't know how he's going to do on it. You know what I mean? So we've seen horses all day that have ran like let's say a Nisos off of that layoff. He ran like the track didn't affect him, right? And so I don't necessarily see the track. I think the issue is having 19 horses. That's the issue. And that's a question mark for everybody. I don't know. Is Twin Spires going down? Here we go. I was gonna say, is it 4-1 still on journalism? Sovereignty 9-1, Bieza 17-1. American. Okay, so let's just talk about American Promise. 11-1. What is happening right now? Someone help me out with American Promise. Like, I understand the render judgment at 16-1. You got the Kinemic Peak story. That's a cool story. Luxor Cafe at 8-1. I expected that because of the Japanese contingent. But help me out with 11-1 on American Promise. Yeah, exactly. Over under 16 times. How many times before the races ran that asked for if we're going to show the race? Yeah, tell me how. Hey, guys, Paul, tell me how tell me how Sovereignty is 9-1 and American Promise is 11-1. 2 ticks difference in those horses. Help me understand that. Okay? Help me understand how those 2 horses are 2 ticks apart. I don't know. Like, again, I'm not surprised. And don't me wrong, I would love to see American Promise win. I'm a big D Wayne guy, known D Wayne for a long time. But by the way, if anybody's watching the show on NBC, I did not know he had trading cards. Shotty, did you know he had trading cards? I have an autographed picture of him in my office, but I need a trading card of him autographed. So, all right, let's talk about the bets, guys. Let's talk about the bets for the Kentucky Derby. If you got the betting Bible, go get the betting Bible. It's over at racingdudes.com. You just got to go to the website, click the Get Racing Dudes Premium button on the menu, and you'll see the betting Bible there. And I have listed 4 exactas, 2 trifectas, and a win bet, all in this race. I have got a double live to a couple horses here. Pretty much everything's going through the Kentucky Derby for me. So, yeah, Bobby, listen, I love John White. We had him on the show. We had him on Blinkers Off earlier in the week. He said he's never been this confident since American Pharoah. And mind you, Justify was between now and then. Myself have said that I've never been as confident in a horse since Justify. Now the track creates a little bit of question marks, right? Because we don't know. We can only assume that he's going to run the way he runs. But at the end of the day, we don't really know. But I think he'll run well. If he can get the good cheer trip that we saw yesterday in the Oaks, I think he's going to be really tough to beat. The bottom line is, I think all things being equal, he's the best horse in the race. I don't think it's really that close. He's been that way all year. He's just going to have to get the trip. And then McCarthy has said that really all week. As long as he gets the trip, I'm not concerned. We just got to hope he gets the trip. He drew well. The 8 post is great. 4-1 is even better. I mean, shit, man. At the end of the day, that's all you can ask for. The 5 horse. All right, guys. Let me know in the chat here. Let me know in the chat who you guys are liking. Who do you guys like in the race? So I'll give you the horses that I have interest in. I do have some interest in Citizen Bull underneath. I don't have him on top. Luxor Cafe, I do have a ticket with him on top, just because he's a question mark for me. The race, I believe, is about an hour away. They're a little behind here. 52 minutes. 52 minutes is the current post time. Let's see. Citizen Bull at 12-1. Final Gambit at 15-1. I like Final Gambit. I liked him a lot more at 30-1. American Promise 11-1 is absolutely insane. And our Daytona 40-1 seems right. Luxor Cafe at 8-1. I mean, I expected that, honestly, so I can't believe it looks like journalism has taken a tick down to 7-2. Burnham Square at 18-1. I think that's fair. Honestly, he's floated up from the 12-1 morning line. Flying Mohawk, kind of about where he was at, 30-1 on the morning line, 27-1 currently. Obviously, Grande was out, the 10 horse. East Avenue, 39-1. Definitely no love for East Avenue, floating up, almost double the size that he was on the morning line. Publisher, a horse that I actually like quite a bit. I actually like Publisher more than Tistastic. But let me be fair. I like both Publisher and Tistastic at 30-1 and 22-1. Tistastic is a great value because Tistastic actually won the Louisiana Derby. Publisher is a maiden still. So as much as I like Publisher, Tistastic at 22-1 is insane value. Render Judgment, Toby Keith effect, cut his price in half at 17-1. Cold Battle, 24-1. That's probably right. I think he could get a piece. If he runs his best race, he could get a piece. Sandman at 5-1. Again, not surprised. I don't think Sandman can win. I've been all over Sandman, all over the place, I should say, with Sandman. I've had him on top. I just at the end of the day, I can live with not putting him on top, but I do think he runs his race. If we get the pace, he should be a factor. Sovereignty at 9-1 is insane. Chunky Gold at 26-1. I actually like Chunky Gold underneath. Owen Almighty, I don't think has a shot at 38-1. So the Bull and Cole battle. Says the Bull is going to have to, I think he'll be a factor late in the race just because it's Bob Bavert's only shot now with Rodriguez being out. No, we're not streaming it, Matthew. No, we're not streaming it. This is we are actually a legit website. We're a legit company. We can't stream NBC shows, so we are going to go. But basically, you're going to have me on. We're going to talk about the race. We're going to go over all the bets and thoughts and everything. You're going to watch me basically stand right here and react to the race because I'm not going to watch you guys because I'm watching on the NBC coverage and it'll be after you. And then we'll react to the results. So then I'll be on and we'll talk about what happened. So I'll be on probably 20, 30 minutes after the race as well. What's up, Hunter? So this isn't the first Derby of the day. We gave out $1,000 earlier today. $1,000. Dude, William B was so psyched. He was messaging us after $1,000 in the Racing Dudes Derby this morning. If you're a premium subscriber, we're going to do that again June 1st. So if you haven't already, go over to racingdudes.com and make sure you subscribe. Oh, hey, look at it. The guy's here. Listen, William. So my question is, William, have you taken my advice? And let's just be honest. I've had a lot of whiskey since the last time we talked. I've had a lot of whiskey. Have you taken my advice, and are you betting the $1,000 on the nose of journalism? The people want to know. Just so everybody knows, William, can you verify? We did not pay you in Olive Garden gift certificates or website certificates. Like, you got your cash, right? We send it via PayPal. But no, so again, we're going to do this June 1st. We'll probably, I don't know if we'll do 20 again. We kind of did that theme towards the Derby. It might be more like 14. But if you're a premium subscriber, anytime you're an active premium subscriber, you get all our betting Bibles for free, but you also get entered in these contests. So William was one of 20 people that were entered in the Racing Dudes Derby. We ran it. It's like a virtual kind of randomizer type website that has horses running, and we put the 20 in, and William won. So he won $1,000 this morning before the races even started. He won $1,000, which is more than a lot of us can say. Paul says a hunch play is 3, 6, and 8. If you guys haven't already, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button here. We appreciate that. We'll have a ton of content, obviously not just the Derby, but more Triple Crown coverage coming your way. I like the 3 quite a bit. I've been all over with him, kind of within different spots. I am using him underneath. I like Chunk of Gold quite a bit underneath as well. 3, 6, 8. Okay, by the way, guys, let's see. Let me post this link in the comments. We have a contest running right now. If you can predict the superfecta of the Kentucky Derby, you can win $100 plus a free month subscription to our premium picks, which also would get you included in the next contest. So it's kind of a win-win. Go over to the website, racingdudes.com. You'll see it on the menu there. It's called the Superfecta Challenge. If you can't, that link doesn't work, just go to the website. You can enter. It's absolutely for free. You don't have to do anything other than you got to predict the top 4 finishers of the Kentucky Derby. And if you do, you could win $100 cash as well as a free month subscription and gets you included into the next move we do. Hang on. I mean, I don't drink anything else, Paul. And we do have like a code red right now happening because we are the bottom of the bottle, as we say. We are at the bottom of the bottle. It's been a long week. I hope you guys have enjoyed the Derby coverage because we have put so much into this week. Literally just Halterman and I for the most part, and hopefully everyone's enjoyed the content. And it's been a long week, so obviously once the picks are out, the content's out, we've had deals with Naira Bets and DraftKings, twin spires, all the stuff we kind of we're obligated to do as part of those. It's all done. We're just enjoying our time now. So, Jerry, the race is still like 50 minutes. We got 50, like 50 until post time. Oh, man. I'll tell you what, today, so I went into the office while he was on a break on Veasan, and I snagged this is another bottle because I ran out of the other bottle. So he knows that I dipped into his whiskey. He told me, he's like, I got a limited amount of whiskey. You just need to bring, if you're mixing it with anything. So I was like, all right, cool. No, guys, send me questions in the chat. I'll be happy to try to answer those in the comments. Yeah, bourbon is my jam, man. I've gotten to where it's kind of sad, really. I've gotten to where I can drink a lot of it. It's a good thing and a bad thing. So, okay, I do have a question to pose for the chat. Rispoli has caught some heat for being the issue or being a concern for the Kentucky Derby, 19 horse field, not 20. Rispoli had a very questionable ride, and this is coming from a bettor of AG Bullet yesterday. What do you think? Are you concerned about Rispoli here tonight or today? $368 with favorites all day. Haven't won yet. He passed away last year, and this is it. 368. Wow. Well, I mean, listen, the 6 is the question mark, Paul. I think the 3 could definitely hit the board. Obviously, I love the 8. The 6, maybe he gets a hold of the pace and doesn't let go. I mean, that's what you're hoping for there. I think he will be a part of the pace. With the Scratchy Rodriguez, we know Citizen Bull is going to go. I think this pace is still going to be high. What's up? Hi from Japan. Listen, we are worldwide right now, guys. We are worldwide. Hey, Japan, what do you think of your horses here? What's the contingent think over there? Is it Luxor? Is it Luxor Cafe? Very concerned with Rispoli. Feel better. Yeah. I mean, listen, I'll tell you what, McCarthy has been just so steady with his mindset and thinking this horse is going to run well. You can't ask for a better kind of, he's got the post. He's coming in the race the right way. There's not been any question marks like a Forte or something like that where, obviously he ended up scratching, but you know what I mean? You can't, I mean, listen, go run the race. No one's sleeping on Baeza. I'm not sleeping on Baeza. Arrow, I don't know who you're talking about, but I'm not sleeping on him. Hey, Jeffrey, appreciate that. Listen, we're not always going to cash winners. In fact, today's been one of those days for me personally that I've had the horse I've had is the horse that has been flying late and didn't get there, or Nisos who couldn't quite get there. But, man, it's been a fun day, and we try to do our best over here to have fun and give you guys at least the best information we can give you. Let's see. Imagine having a lot of romance and winning the UAE Derby, but Luxor Cafe. Yeah, I think Luxor is the horse over here for sure. I'll tell you what, from us Americans here, we don't have a good feel on Luxor. The numbers are iffy. And I mean iffy, like it's just they're not crazy, but they're not standout-ish either. They're not forever young last year, where you kind of had a feeling he was going to run well. So he just definitely feels like a question mark, but he's definitely being bet in the pools for sure. Yeah, all definitely can't miss. I like that bet for sure. I think 8 or 18 is the bet. I mean, listen, 8 or 18 at Sovereignty and Journalism. Those are my 2 main plays. If those 2 run, either one of those win, I'm sitting pretty. Honestly, I love both of them. Dude, William, I was so on fire to start the day yesterday. I hit like 5 of the first 6 races, including like a 6-1. And then when the stakes action started, I couldn't buy a winner. I did hit Good Cheer, I guess, but I do have a double into the Derby with Good Cheer. But yeah, we started off so hot. Halterman's been like nothing crazy, but super steady both days. Halterman's been like just Halterman is the best way. If you guys don't know, Halterman does all the picks on the website. He's our lead handicapper. I provide the picks for like blinkers off, for the betting Bibles, that kind of stuff. I handle more of like the marketing, the advertising, the kind of business side of it. Halterman's our straight up handicapper, and that dude's just rock solid. So 8-18-6. All. Okay, Paul. I like that. I like that. I'll be honest, guys. Listen, I can't say I'll be shocked, but if 8 or 18 don't win this race, then it's anybody's race. And that's the best way I can put it. And I think it's 8 or 18's race to lose. And if they don't win, then you can basically pick 12 different horses that could win. Okay? So if you don't like them, other than maybe a couple that I could say I'd be just completely shocked. More than Rich Strike shocked if they won. I can't really fault you for it, you know? You will not, Kate. No. Nine. You know, I'm gonna blame Halterman if the 9 wins, because I've picked him during the Derby Trail. I didn't love the Bluegrass. I've been on the fence with him. I moved him up a little bit. I have him a lot of different places underneath because I do think he gets elevated a little bit because of the pace set up here. I can't put him on top. I can't. I just don't think he's fast enough to be on top, if I'm being honest. But could he get a piece of this thing? For sure. Good Cheer won up. Good Cheer is awesome. Good Cheer is an unbelievable filly. I've heard some rumors that Belmont's possible, although I don't think it's. But we've seen it before. I don't think it's likely though. We will not be if you guys like what you're seeing here, we will not be broadcasting. If you don't like it, then we will broadcast the race. It'll be the last live that we ever did. NBC owns the footage. We can't live show the race. And I'll just be quite honest, because I've had one too many whiskeys. If you can't find a TV that has NBC, then what are we doing here? If you can't find a TV that's got NBC, then what are we actually doing right now? 36 minutes to post. 36 minutes to post. Robert, I don't know. I honestly don't know. Shelby, I cannot. If I do that, we will get banned permanently. Okay? Listen, we can't do it. So if you're just here for the stream, it's not going to happen. I can tell you I'm going to be live watching the race. I can't show the race, but I will tell you what happens. I don't know if that means anything, but I'm not going to leave during the race. So I'm just going to be right behind me. I can't show the race, but you can watch my reaction to it. And then we'll talk about the race. I'll tell you what happened. That's the best I can do, really. So I do have a few bets that if Burnham Square were to win, I would have a chance, but honestly, second is the best I got at Burnham Square. Hunter, listen, Citizen Bull, I don't think he wants to go this far. That's the biggest thing for him. I think he'll run better than he did in the Sandy Derby. That wasn't quite him. I've got some bets with Luxor Cafe on top. Watch Admiral Daytona win. I'll be right and wrong at the same time. All right, 1-8. Wow. All right. 1-8, 1-7. Hey, listen. Well, Sin City, we are all DJing, so get used to it, buddy. I'll call it if you want to listen to me yelling at the TV like an insane person. 5 ran 11, 146 with this. What are you talking about, chessboard? Paul, you don't know, 3-year-old filly. That's a lot to ask for a classic. Maybe next year. Hey, listen, we're degens. Listen. The first step is accepting it. You know what I mean. Second step is leaning into it. Leaning into it. Drizzy, you can talk here. Sure. Listen, it's a safe place. Listen, I have rendered judgment in my third spot. Again, guys, if you're just joining me, racingdudes.com has all our picks. Racingdudes.com. We have a betting Bible. If you go to the racingdudes.com, you click that button at the menu. It says Get Racing Dudes Premium. There's a betting Bible you can get right now for $40. And it has every like to a T, the exact wager that I'm playing. So I have sovereignty and journalism. Those are like, I'm kind of keen on everything around them, Paul. So basically, if they have a good day, I have a good day. Journalism, I may have just did a Freudian slip there, but he's my guy. If he has a good day, I have a good day. I've got doubles into him. I've got, I have to gab, Hunter, because I'm the only one talking. There's no one here. Halterman's doing a VEASAN stream. Everyone's gone. I text Ryan to be on the stream, and he's ghosted me. So exact odds on 8-18. I will tell you. Okay, give me a sec. Justified hater. Don't be a hater. Listen, this is a safe place. We're a fun group here. 8-18 is $41 for a $2 bet. So you're getting about 20 to 1. About 20 to 1 on that exacta. 8-18. We're about 30 minutes now. 33 minutes. 33. 2,600 people in here right now. This is awesome. Longest shot on the board currently. Chunk of Gold is Owen Almighty's 40 to 1. East Avenue is 40 to 1. Admar Daytona is 40 to 1. And Neaquez is 40 to 1. So several 40. This is the first we've seen in a while of these Triple Crown races where we've seen 40 to 1 odds. There for a while after Rich Strike, we had what we called the Rich Strike effect, where horses weren't really going off that too high of a price because no one wanted to let a big price go. So 40 to 1 is actually pretty high compared to what we've seen in recent years. Shy, I will tell you what's happening. That's all I can do. Okay, I'm not going to stream it, but I will announce it. Okay, I'll tell you what's happening. 30 minutes, Diego. 30 minutes. No, we have 30 minutes, guys. I will definitely tell you what's happening, but I can't show you the race because then I'll get booted. And we actually are a legit company, racingdudes.com. We're actually the number one horse racing pick site in maybe the world. We get credentialed to go to places like the Derby, although the Derby's insane, so we don't typically go. But the Belmont, the Breeders' Cup, we are known in the space, so we're not just like some random dudes that stream races. Cole Battle, listen, I like the story. I'd be surprised if you won. What long shot do you have for the upset? So Halterman loves Tistastic. He loves Tistastic. I think that horse right now is, what is this at? 23 to 1. That's insane price. My horse is Publisher at 32 to 1. I like him more underneath. A horse that's logical, I think, to win. Obviously, Sovereignty at 9 to 1 is crazy. I think 15 to 1 on Bieza, even though I think it's a lot to ask. 15 to 1 is still a little bit of value there on him at 15. The other horse that I would say that at a price, as far as a win goes, probably Burnham Square at 18 to 1, although I don't think he's quite fast enough. 18 to 1 is a nice price. I like Publisher a lot at 32 to 1. I just don't know that he's quite quick enough to win the race. Mr. N54, I hope you're right, buddy. I have journalism in everything. Travis, mildly, I would say. He's got the perfect post. He just got. You don't have to do a whole lot other than get the horse out of the gate. get the horse in a nice position, and I think he's that much better. Catherine, if you bet, it depends on where you bet from, but most of the time what happens if you bet a horse and it's scratched, you'll get refunded, or some places you'll get the favorite. They race in 30 minutes. Shoddy, I think I got the over. If you know, you know. Okay, I need somebody to explain to me. I need someone to explain to me the American Promise situation. Why is he 11-1? Help me understand that. Flying Mohawk, yeah. They bought. Yeah, I cashed out a while ago. Flying Mohawk, they bought to be a turf horse, kind of back-wheeled his way into the Kentucky Derby. Won on a synthetic surface at Turfway, or didn't win, but ran second, and got his way into the race. I mean, it's a cool story. What's his name, guys? The old outfielder, or not old, I guess, but retired outfielder for the Phillies. He owns part of the horse, which has been kind of cool for horse racing as well. But I don't know. I don't think he's got a chance. Yeah, Jason Worth. Thank you, Rob. 3,200 people in here. This is awesome. Promise does have great bloodlines. Listen, Andrew. He looks. It's a D. Wayne Lucas. Obviously, his horses always look immaculate. That's what he's known for. He's a justified colt. He looks immaculate on the track. No question about it. His numbers were good. He ran at Colonial on the dirt. It's still an unknown of what that track was. He could get a piece. I'm not. If you wanted to pick him, I'm not. I think 11-1 is not. There's no value there at all. There's no value. I like Luxor a little bit. I think he's a question mark, and so for that reason, if you can get him on top on your tickets, I'm not going to tell you not to. Final Gambit, I like Final Gambit underneath. I don't necessarily have him on top. Coal Battle's a cool story. I don't know that he's quite good enough. Zach just farted. That's crazy. That's good. I like Publisher. We have a couple American Pharoah horses in here. Well, we don't know, Lori. The best mutter, we'll find out, right? We'll find out. They race in about 28 minutes. This is the most comments I've ever seen, by the way. Yeah, Kathy. He always wanted to have. We actually knew Toby Keith, and we had some friends that were really good friends with him as well. And he always wanted a horse in the Derby. It's a really cool story. So hopefully, I mean, I would love to see him run well. Chunk of Gold. I think Chunk of Gold's interesting, honestly. I love journalism. Andy Sterling, I think he picked who did he pick, guys? I watched it. I don't remember who he won or who he picked. All right, I want everybody in the chat to put your. Listen, Tappets are that way. Put your trifectas in the chat, like just numbers, like the three numbers. That's all I want. Like, who do you think? What are the three? Like 369, 321, whatever it is. The track is sloppy. I've got friends that are at the track on the rail. It's sloppy. Who do you? Andy Sterling picked. Oh, geez, he picked it. Yeah, you know who else? Andy Byer picked journalism, which is a really bad sign. So we might be in trouble for the journalism lovers like myself. I'm just checking my messages here. Man, it's going crazy in here, guys. Almost 5,000 people. This is crazy. 17, 3, 19, 18, 8, 21. Guys, if you haven't already, racing, we got the website. Go to racingdudes.com. There's a button there, or there's an article that you can see on the main menu. It says Kentucky Derby Superfecta Challenge. Go enter that. If you go enter that right now, you can win if you predict the best or predict the exact superfecta of the Kentucky Derby. I just posted it in the comments. We have a superfecta challenge happening right now. Well, then why are you in here, Caps? Why are you in here? It takes a special person to be in here and then say, I don't care about it. 113.5. I know, right, Paul? I need someone to refill it. Honestly, I'm getting low. I'll be just telling you. I can't show you the race. If you have a comment on your super, just go put it in the contest. You can win. Will we really? You won't see the race. Nope. I'll tell you about it. Grande's out. Grande's out. East Avenue winning would be a shock, Lord. Sandman Journalism Sensible. I think it's possible. Trifecta. That means picking the top 3 horses. Yeah, Sandman has got to be one of the most viral horses of all time in the Kentucky Derby, right? I mean, we've been doing this for almost 2 decades now. Definitely has to be one of the most kind of hyped up social media type horses. What are we at, guys? 25 minutes maybe? Yeah, no, I bet that 22 minutes. I'm sorry, 22 minutes. 7-2 on journalism. 9-1 on sovereignty. It's crazy. So what do you guys think the pace will be like here? What's the pace? Do you think we see in like a sub 23? You think we see sub 23 on the first quarter? What's the setup look like? If we see that, the question mark will be, can journalism be far enough off that pace? Because what we saw in the past, when we saw with Rich Strike won, the pace was so fast that even the horses that kind of came from a little bit off of it were a little bit cooked. And if you have that, then obviously he ate them up. And so we need, like an epicenter situation, he looked like the winner and then wasn't. And I kind of expect to see that from journalism, meaning kind of emerge from the pack, here he comes, and then will anybody from behind catch him? And that's the question mark. Shotty, what does sovereignty mean? Journalism has been on dirt. He's ran every race on dirt, actually. These comments are insane. It's not raining currently. No, it's not raining currently. It's very wet, but it's not raining. I mean, listen, there's a bunch of stories in here that would be cool and not have a ticket on. Coal Battle is one of them. Render Judgment obviously is another. If Render Judgment wins, you might see some happy tears. And I don't have any money on him. Not to win, anyways. Hey, Shoddy, I hit the over. Okay, I just want to make sure we know that I hit the over. I hit the over by about 1,000. I hit the over by 1,000. All right, ask your questions, guys, and don't have them involved if I'm going to show the race. How do you know he's the best mudder? That's an interesting comment. We don't know how these are going to be in the mud. I don't think what I've said earlier, and I've said multiple shows, you can't discredit a horse at this stage, anyways. These 3-year-olds, you can't. I would be careful with being like, well, I liked this horse. I liked, whoever. I liked Luxor Cafe, but then the mud, I can't get there with him. I'll pass. Now you can move up a horse a little bit. I think it's safe to do that. Like, hey, I think this horse will be a little bit better in the mud. That's fair. Like a Tistastic, a horse that's been on the turf, maybe the mud will help. But be careful about dismissing a horse just because of the track conditions. We just don't know enough about these horses. They're very young. Most of them haven't ran on a surface like this. Certainly haven't ran a mile and a quarter. We don't know. The race is airing on NBC. Yes. Will not show the race. No. Can we get to like 10,000? You think we get to 10,000 people in here by the time the race goes live? 10,000. I will tell you exactly what's happening. Hey, life savings, listen. So it's funny that we have a horse in the race named Journalism and a horse named Publisher. I don't know. Is it just me or is that funny? What wins, Publisher or Journalism? Okay. If you guys we are not like some random dudes that set up a stream are going to show the race. I get it. I've done that with UFC fights. But we are like an actual company. Like we have people that work at the Kentucky Derby that go, we go to the races. Like we are like the #1 horse racing pick site. We can't show the race. Okay. Or NBC will come after us. So don't stop asking. I will tell you what's happening in the race. Yeah, I'm gonna almost have to just stop looking. All right, so listen. Here are some of the comments that I'm gonna tell you. I think Tistastic at 23-1 is extreme value. Okay, he ran a 95 buyer last out in the Louisiana Derby. This was back in March. People have forgotten about this horse. Tell me how this horse is 23-1 and his stablemate is 31-1, who has not won a race. Now I love Publisher, I do. 31-1, give it to me. I'll take it. But Tistastic is a horse that has shown that he can run on dirt, has won on dirt, and has the turf pedigree that I think will cross over a little bit to a track like this. So Tistastic is getting zero love. I think Render Judgment, I wouldn't bet him at 70-1. Cole Battle, same. Sandman, 5-1. That's fair, I guess. I think the pace set hit was just absolutely perfect for Sandman last time out. And maybe we get that pace again, but ultimately, I went all over the place with Sandman. I went from having him on top to keying him to I think he's an underneath play for me. I can live with that. He ran a nice race last time out. I think the pace set him up perfectly. Sovereignty. It's Bill Mott. Listen, as a guy that had Country House, Bill Mott knows how to get these horses ready, and Sovereignty is way better than Country House. And that last race, whatever Tapestry would have been like a big time bet horse here. He's obviously scratched out of the race. I think he'll run a good one here. I think the race will set up well. He's won at this track. He beat the likes of Tistastic and Sandman in the street sense here at Churchill Downs last October. I think Sovereignty will run a big time race here at 9-1. Chunk of Gold could get a piece of this. He's only won on debut. He's finished second in the other three, but listen, Magnitude ran an insane race in the Risen Star, and then Tistastic ran a nice race there in the Louisiana Derby. So 27-1 is fair. I have no interest in Owen Almighty, and Bieza at 14-1 I think is fair. Honestly, like, I don't love him, but I think you need to use him, because if you like journalism, you kind of default your way into Bieza, right? And so I kind of used him as a precautionary, if I'm being totally honest. I almost hoped he didn't get in the race because I did not want to deal with him, but I do think you kind of have to use him, because if you like journalism. Call the post. Let's go. Let's go. Wow. 13 minutes to post. Wow. This is flying by. Citizen Bull at 13-1. Probably none. I mean, I don't love him, but it's Bob Baffert. You kind of expect his horse to kind of hang around there. I don't think he wants to go this far, to be quite honest with you, but I do expect he'll run better than the Santina Derby. And once again, if you like journalism, if you like Bieza, you kind of have to put Citizen Bull in there. I think he could hang on for a piece of it. I don't have any interest in the 2. I like the 3, Final Gambit. I think he's a horse that's getting better for Brad Cox. Brad Cox has had a nice stay here. I think he could run. He could hit the board. Winning would be somewhat of a surprise, but if this is like an insane pace meltdown, I could see it. American Promise, 11-1 off the 30-1 is just, I mean, this is the horse out of everybody that I'm just kind of shook on. I can't quite understand how this horse is 11-1. Let's keep in mind, he got just annihilated in the Risen Star prior to the Virginia Derby. Like, beaten 13, finished 5th. Magnitude, Chunk of Gold, Built, all beat him. Built did not run well in the Pat Day Mile earlier today. 11-1 is just insane. That last race was flashy. The value is just not there. Admire Daytona, I think he'll be a pace presence. I think he's a key factor of the pace, to be honest. I don't have any interest in him in the race. So, Luxor Cafe, is this really a total question mark for me? If he won, would I be surprised? No. If he just was kind of like an Admire Daytona, I wouldn't be surprised either. So if you can afford to use him on your tickets, I don't think it's a bad thing. I've got him some plays with him on top. I've got some plays with him keyed in different spots underneath. I think he's a nice horse. We just don't know enough about him. Journalism, obviously, love this horse. This is my top pick of the race. Can't really knock him other than the debut going 6 furlongs. The horse has really been untouched. He does what he needs to do to win races. He's beaten the likes of Bieza, Barnes, Rodriguez. I love journalism here. Just give him the pace setup. Get him the setup. He'll come flying late. You can depend on him. Burnham Square, I don't think he's fast enough. I like Burnham Square quite a bit. I think he can get a piece of it if this pace kind of melts down. Don't think he can win. Flying Mohawk. Again, kind of similar story to Burnham Square, maybe like the cheaper version of Burnham Square. Underneath play at best, East Avenue. He'll be a pace presence. I mean, listen, he came into the season. The only thing I can say about East Avenue is he came into the season as like he could potentially be the Kentucky Derby favorite. Like, that's kind of the mindset a lot of us had. Obviously, he was not. He broke terribly in the Breeders' Cup Juvenile. The Risen Star was awful with no excuses. The Bluegrass was better, but he still didn't win. I use him underneath at best. Publisher, I think I like him. I don't know if he can win, but I think he'll run a nice race. He's by American Pharoah. American Pharoah has produced some nice turf horses. This surface, Pharoah obviously ran well on the surface. I think Publisher could outrun his stablemate Tistastic. But I do like Tistastic at 23-1 as well. I think that's some pretty good value. Render Judgments it's a cool story. 18-1. He's floating up a little bit there, but it's pure. If you use your Render Judgment, it's purely just, hey, I hope he does well. Same with Cold Battle. It's a cool story. Finished 3rd in the Arkansas Derby. Kind of had rattled off 4 in a row. If he wins this, props to him. Sandman, the Arkansas Derby is set up perfectly. I think he's more of an underneath play, although I would not play an exacta, or I mean, really an exacta or a trifecta without using Sandman underneath. Sovereignty, I think he's the other major player. I love Sovereignty and journalism. So 8,000 people in here. 8,000. Can we get to 10,000? Yeah, R.I.P. Toby Keith. That was he's a good guy. Knew him for many years. All right, 7-2 on journalism. Sovereignty, let's go. Chunk of gold. Yeah, how cool is that? I saw like a stat. It was like Chunk of gold was purchased for $2,500, and based on his earnings, like if a horse like who was it? Is it Bieza? Who's the $1.2 million horse? If they did their earnings, they would earn like $100 and some odd million. You know, it's insane. But talk about Sandman. Talk about an extreme value. 10. Can we get to 10K? Can we get to 10K? 10K watching me tweet out pictures of these horses. Holy shit. Am I going to show the Derby? I can't show the Derby. I will tell you, I will call the race, which is the best I can do. Coming up next. Let's go, boys. Let's go. The light-colored horse, Rebecca, is probably Sandman. He's super gray. Or Final Gambit. He's pretty gray, too. Let's see. Sorry, I'm doing multiple jobs here, guys. Posting pictures on our Twitter. If you haven't, go to Twitter, or I guess X. Follow at racing_dudes. I'm tweeting out pictures. We have people at the Kentucky Derby. If you aren't able to watch it, I will tell you what's happening. I mean, American Promise is a good-looking horse. You guys are just got to sit here and let me do this. Paul, I can't show it. Unless you guys want to pay my bills for me, which is fine if you do. But I'm not just some random dude. We have an actual website, and this is what we do for a living. So racingdudes.com. This is legitimately our job. So we can't just show races of NBC. You know what I mean? Unless this will be our last Kentucky Derby. Carrie from Finland. I will report what happens, okay? And then the actual video will come out soon. So we'll have the results of the race posted on the website, as well as the payouts. All that stuff will be on the site after the race. Racingdudes.com. Make sure you give us a follow. See if I can spell sovereignty right. Yes, the Raider Judgment has a quarter crack, and they are still running them, which is interesting. But he passed vet examinations, so he obviously is okay enough to ride or to run. Phil. Good luck, Phil. Hope everything comes out all right, Phil. Hope everything comes out. Cole Battle is getting the right shoe repair. I heard that just a second ago. So there's that. I'm not sure if you guys like that information, but that is the information I received. Sandman, posting a picture of Sandman. There's a picture. I have some right on the rail. Right on the rail. About 5 minutes. Who else should I post pictures of? Bieza. Let's see if he's got a picture of Bieza. 21. Yeah, Cole Battle is getting a shoe repair. He was. That was earlier. About 15 minutes ago. Cole Battle had to get a shoe repair. You do with that what you want. Can we get to 10,000? Can we get to 10,000, guys? Couple minutes. What other horses should I post? Owen Almighty. Not posting. The horses, what happens usually is the horses I don't post end up winning. Finally, the Derby, guys. This is what we do for a living. We've literally followed these horses since September of last year. So to say this is like kind of a culmination of our hard work is an understatement. We are ready. Let's just hope we can get the horse home. You know what I'm saying? Come on. Kylie's invested. Go follow me at racing_dudes on X. I'm posting as much content as I can over there as well. Did I post a picture of Sandman? I did, right? Yeah. Wow, over 11,000. Come on, boys. Here's the picture of Sandman, if you want to see it. Hang on. Okay, what's going to happen is because I'm on the NBC stream, it's a little bit delayed. So in a second, I'm going to just stop looking at you guys and I'm going to start watching them load the gate. Here, I'll pull the mic here. All right, so here we go. Journalism 7-2, Sandman 5-1, Luxor 8-1, Sovereignty. Can you guys see me? All right. Sovereignty is 9-1, 11-1 on American Promises. The Bulls 13-1, Biezas 14-1, Final Gambit 17, Burnham 18, Render 19, Tistastic 23, Flying Mohawk 26, Coal Battle 26, Chunk of Gold 27, Publisher 31, East Avenue 39, Nequiz 40, Daytona 40, and Owen Almighty 40. Those are your. Can you actually see the screen? Wow. I probably shouldn't even show the race, honestly. I don't want to get in trouble. Can you actually see the race? The race is not concluded, no. I'll see. I'm gonna get on Twin Spires and actually see what. Yeah, there's 0 minutes to post. $13,000 people. 13,000. Can we get to 14? We're almost to 14. 14,000. Hit that. Share it, guys. 14,000. Share it. Let's like it. We're loading for the Kentucky Derby. I'm watching on the NBC feed, guys. NBC. Bob Baffert, there he is. Citizen Bull, his horse, Rodriguez, scratched earlier in the week. Okay, this is when I'm not looking at you guys anymore. So you're just going to hear me talk. Put the phone down if you want. If it's weird looking at the back of my head with my gray hair. But I don't want to look at the screen because some of you could be ahead of me. So I would suggest anybody that doesn't want to know, if they're watching a different feed, just to not look at the screen and sit and listen. Almost 15,000 people in here, guys. Come on. They're loading up. There goes Owen Almighty, the 20 horse. It's like Bieza's coming in now, the 21. See how he handles the dirt and the slop. Drawing out wide. Here we go. They're off. Journalism did not break extremely well. Citizen Bull takes the lead here. The one hole gets in pretty easy lead, really. That's all right. Journalism's in an okay spot. Journalism got himself in a good spot now. So Journalism's okay. Citizen Bull, Neaquiz, Owen Almighty, and American Promise are all right there. 22-4 for the first opening quarter. They're flying, guys. Not a surprise. They are moving along. 46-1 for the half. Citizen Bull getting pressured by Neaquiz, American Promise, and Owen Almighty right there. East Avenue and Burnham Square are your other horses. Journalism is about 7 lengths off the pace here, guys. He's outside. He's in a perfect spot. There's no issues whatsoever for Journalism unless he doesn't like the track. He's going to have to get moving, though. He's picking off horses. He's picking off horses. Journalism is picking off horses. Here comes, who's on the outside of Journalism here? Sovereignty and Journalism. Sovereignty and Journalism. Sovereignty and Journalism. Sovereignty and Journalism. Sovereignty, 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 Journalism, and Sovereignty wins the Kentucky Derby. Journalism, and I don't know who finished third. Sovereignty wins the Kentucky Derby. Let's go. Who was third? Someone tell me who was third. Journalism was second. Sovereignty won. Sovereignty won the race. I can't tell who got third. I can't tell. Final Gambit was third? Was Final Gambit third? Bieza? I hit the try. Let's go. 21. That's Bieza. Yeah, let's go. Yeah. Final Gambit was 4th. Journalism, listen, that race shaped up exactly how you hoped. Journalism just got beat. Was Luxor up there? Where was Luxor? What do you want from me, Sean? I'm not a race caller. Sovereignty won. Journalism was 2nd. Bieza 3rd. Final Gambit 4th. 7-1 over 3-1 over 13-1 over 17-1. Dude, I hit so many bets right now. Oh my gosh. Come on. Let's go. Journalism getting home would have been nice. Because I had a double with him. But I had so many bets with Sovereignty and him in 2nd. I was begging for him to hold on. I was begging for Journalism to hold on for 3rd or for 2nd. I'm sorry. Oh, wow. Come on, boys. Let's go. I'm sorry, 18 over 8 over 21. I hit that. I hit the 18 over 8, the $2 exacta. I hit a all over 8 exacta. I hit, there's one more I hit too. Oh, I hit the double. Let's go. Come on. Sovereignty. I don't know. Honestly, there's no payouts yet. I haven't seen payouts. Sandman was awful, Jim. I never saw a call. Let's go, Big. Me too. I won. Boom. Let's go. The race is over. Yes, Sovereignty won. Sovereignty over Journalism, over Bieza, over Final Gambit. 18 over 8 over 21 over 3. Bieza wasn't even in the race a couple days ago, guys. Flashlight, I just told you. Let me put it up on the screen here, okay? I'll put it up on the screen. 18 over 8 over 21 over 3. That's the final results right there. Thanks, Randall. Appreciate you, Randall. You the man. That's official. Yes. Jason, what's up, buddy? Some real people in here. It started and it's over. 8-18 over 21. Well, you didn't hit it if you bet that. Did you bet a box? If you did, then you did well. Heather, we got it. Heather. Let's go. High five. Come on, baby. Listen, I'm watching you guys and I'm trying to do this, and I'm gonna have to watch the race back to give full analysis. But in my opinion, Journalism had the race. He set it up perfectly, exactly what he wanted. Sovereignty wouldn't got him. And going into this week, into this day, I was like, listen, it's either Sovereignty or Journalism. That's how I keyed everything. Sovereignty, Journalism. It's got to be one of those two. And it came down to that. Honestly, I was hoping that it got a little dicey. Journalism held on there at the end. I thought, please get 2nd, because that was key of everything. But you know what? Here's the thing, guys. here's the thing. Let me close on this. A few years ago, if you guys remember, Country House got moved up after a DQ on maximum security. So Bill Mott won the Kentucky Derby that year. He finally won a Derby. He finally won the Kentucky Derby. And listen, journalism is a hell of a race, or hell of a horse. And he ran a nice race, and journalism ran him down. Props to journalism. Props to sovereignty. Those horses are best of the two. Does anybody know let me see if you may got the payouts yet. Man, I am pumped, guys. Let's go. I hit everything. Let's go. Where is Samich at? I got to text Samich. Let's go. Come on. Woo! I need some more whiskey after that one, guys. Let's go. Shotty, let's go, Shotty. Come on, girl. You heard it here, guys. I gave out that super. Oh, what a man. That is such a relief. Rebecca, I'm drinking almost out, honestly. Woodford Reserve. Listen, I'm not, it's definitely not like a brag. We do this for a living. Our livelihoods depend on this. This is my full-time job. I have a horse racing website with my partner who's upstairs doing the VEASAN show. If you guys know VEASAN, XM Radio. And this is what we do for a living. And we follow these horses year round. And to get to handicap it right and to get to the winner and hit, it means a lot. It's more than just a random dude. Honestly, I care more about the opinion being correct than any kind of financial earnings I made. So that to me means nothing than the opinion being right. So it's amazing, especially considering we've had some pretty crazy results over the years. Come on, has anybody got the results yet? Let's post this, man. What's this try? What's the try and exact to pay? Yeah, you know what? Let's do it. Let's go. Let's go. You're a bad influence, guys. Come on. Come on. I'm so pumped right now. I'm so excited right now, guys. We hit everything. If you went to the website, bought the picks, the information, the betting Bible, all the things we put out there, you're a winner. We hit the pick 5, we hit the pick 4, we hit the try, we hit the exacta, we hit the double, we hit everything. Sovereignty, what Sovereignty go off at, Shotty? Was he 9-1? No, Andy Beyer didn't win. He picked journalism. He's the kiss of death. He's the kiss of death. Andy's gone. We cannot pick anything. I picked the order on the screen. That's the order. 18, 8, 21, 3. Godolphin got the Derby win, guys. That's Godolphin's first Derby win. Godolphin won the Oaks too, right? Aaron picked journalism. I picked journalism. I keyed everything around journalism and sovereignty. Everything, all my bets were around those two. Those two had to run 1-2. Sovereignty and journalism had to run 1-2. 9-1 on sovereignty. Hey, listen, proud of Bieza. Proud of Bieza for sure. The bets worked great. Here we go. Super paid $1,600. The Exacta paid $48 for $2. The double, no, let's see, where's the Oaks Derby double? They don't have that listed yet. $1,600 for the Super. $1,600 for the Super. The 50-cent trifecta paid $115.56. Let's go. I had it multiple times, guys. I had it many times. Chalks, yeah, Pat. That's I know. I hate picking chalks and winning. I hate picking chalks and playing it for a bunch of money and then winning it and cashing it and then using that money to buy things. I hate that, Pat. I know. I hate it too. Never understood why people hate chalks. It's like if you pick the winner and it's chalk, and it wasn't chalk by the way, it's 9-1. If you pick the winner and it's chalk, it's like, well, you suck. It's like, well, I picked the winner. Yeah. Jethro. Welcome to the club, buddy. Let's go. 8. I'm literally on the screen, guys. 8, 18, 8, 21, 3. That's your top 4. Literally, Bradley, that's on the screen. 18, 8, 21, 3. That's your top 4. Sandman might be in the next race because he might still be on the track running. Yes. He might have to beat off Patch Adams. He might have to fight off Patch Adams in the turn. Honestly, guys, I'll be honest. I'll have to watch the race again. I can't have a lot of commentary because I'm watching it from 30 feet away, trying to watch it, and talk to you guys too. So, Jason, did you cash? Guys, we did it. So the bets were in I don't know. Honestly, X3, I don't know. I can tell you the top 4 were 18. Actually, I can tell you the 5. 18, 8, 21, 3, 20. Interesting. How about that, guys? Owen Almighty held on for 4th or 5th. I'll be honest, did not expect that. Owen Almighty, your 20 horse, held on for 5th. So as fast as that race was going, the closers, other than, Sovereignty, I'll have to watch the trip back to see exactly where he was at. Final Gambit did his thing, but the others didn't. And, I don't know where Tistastic was. I don't know where Publisher was. I don't know where Sandman was. But Owen Almighty, a horse that the owners wanted to run, the trainer did not want to run, finished 5th. So, hey, there you go. But hey, Reed, listen, I thought Owen was a legit candidate to finish last, and I'll be honest. So the fact that he finished 5th is, you have to be ecstatic if you're the owners. So Owen doesn't want to go this far. That's his biggest problem. Owen does not want to go this far. That's why the trainer didn't want to run. I mean, you can go download. I mean, the betting Bible. I can put it on the screen. But I mean, I'm not gonna like go through all my tickets and show you. But they've been posted for weeks. So the Lizzies. All right, guys. I hate to end it on 4,000 people in here, but I mean, my goodness. I mean, listen, the betting Bible has been published. Like the posts, the picks have been out there. It's not new news. The Derby was ran. Yes, Gabby. 18-8, 21-3. The double for the Oaks. Are you talking about the Oaks Derby double, or are you talking about just the plain double? I'm gonna go celebrate. I'm gonna go pour me another drink. I'm gonna go celebrate with Halterman. We put a lot of work into this, and so it's good to have some winners for sure, because it's a lot of work, guys. And with the Derby double, I'll stay as long as you guys. Me personally was over a grand. Was over a grand. Yeah, but with the website and Halterman's picks, I have to look at what he picked too. But I know we both hit. We both had sovereignty there. Let's see. Hang on. The trifecta paid $231. The super paid $16. I missed the exact one. Okay, here's the order of finish. Sovereignty, Journalism, Bieza, Final Gambit, Owen Almighty, Burnham Square, Sandman, East Avenue, Chunk of Gold, Tistastic, Coal Battle, Luxor Cafe, Nequa's, Publisher, Citizen Bull, American Promise, Render Judgment, Flying Mohawk, and Admar Daytona finished last. I could put down at least 4. I'll be honest, at least 4. So Admar Daytona, for all those people asking, was last. So, and by the way, I was wrong. Tistastic did outfinish Publisher. I don't know how close it was, but so listen, I had a $2 exacta, 18 over 8, 13, 14, 17, and 21. That's listed in the Bible. Now, me personally, I have a bigger budget personally, but this is what we list in the. Let me just show it. Okay, the race is over, so I'll show it. Hang on. Here we go. All right. So there is the look at the exact betting Bible that we list out on the website. Okay. So obviously journalism, not right. Okay. I lowered the amount because I had money on him in the again, this is what we put out for the website, not me personally. Me personally, I'll share that with myself. I had a $3 exacta with the winner, 18 over 8. Actually, no, I had a $4 exacta, 18 over 8, because I had it 3 times, as you can see. $2 on the 18 over 8. I had the 18 over 8 on the $1, and I had it all over 8, which is another $1 exacta. I also hit the trifecta, 18 over 8 over 21 in the trifecta. So I hit, as you see listed there, literally hit 4 of the 6 listed bets. Does not suck. Okay. And again, that's what I list for the people, because obviously I try to make it as general as possible. Me personally, the values were higher. That's all I'll say. Let's see what Halterman did. I haven't looked. Halterman had the exact. No, he didn't. He keyed He keyed the 8 over everything. So he did not back it up with the 18. I did. So I hit it. He didn't. So although he did have the double, I'll say that. He did have the double here. He hit this race before to hit the 7. So he did have the 7 over 18. I don't know what the double paid. Let me look at the double. The double paid, hang on. The double, that's the wrong race. The double paid $26.96 for a buck. There's not an Oaks listed one. An Oaks Derby double. I can't remember what that was. I think it was like $15 or something for the Sovereignty one. I don't remember exactly off the top of my head what that was. If you had Sovereignty. Hey, thanks for joining us, Calm. Any other questions before I need to, or I can stay on and refill my drink. Whatever you guys want me to do. I won a lot, Bradley. I won a lot. I won enough to pay for some things. Listen, anytime you hit a trifecta in the Kentucky Derby, it's a win. And let me just be honest. I don't care what it pays. I've hit the trifecta for $5,000. I've hit the trifecta for $500. If you hit a trifecta out of 20 horses or 19 tonight or today, it's a win because that is tough. It is very, very tough to do. And let me just say this, Paul. If you didn't hit it, it's okay. Because let me tell you, there's been plenty of years where we didn't. Times where we were all over Taba or we were all over Tapatrice and we didn't hit it. Okay? It happens. We're not perfect. It's tough to win the Kentucky Derby. So listen, I'll be happy now, but doesn't mean the Preakness will be better, right? The Preakness comes up next. The try paid, hang on. Let me tell you. $230 for a dollar. $230 for a dollar. And I had it, I had the exact just listed on the Bible, I probably made close to 700. Personally, I have not looked at my betting account yet. So it was good though. It was good. Hey, you had the Godolphin double. You had the Godolphin double. So I hit the double too. I hit the Oaks Derby double as well. So I don't even know I have to look at my payouts. So I mean, listen, I probably played in total. I probably played $200 in wagers on the Bible. Personally, that's a personal question. So it was 4 figures for sure. But this is what I do for a living. So this is what I do. RacingDudes.com. Make sure you guys give us a follow if you haven't already. We will be live, guys. We killed the Derby. We'll be live. Sovereignty will be going for the Triple Crown in 2 weeks at the Preakness. So we'll see. Going to have some new shooters in there. Probably a few of the horses that didn't run here. I think Bieza could be a horse. I wouldn't be surprised. Yeah, I bet horses for a living. Yes, I do. RacingDudes.com. That's what I do for a living. So literally what I've done for a living since 2015. I've been doing it for 11 years now. So RacingDudes.com. You can fact check it or whatever. Like it's Sandman is still running, I think. No, I think Sandman actually finished what do you guys, what did he finish? 7th, 8th, something like that? Bradley, I know. That's what I do. I can't tell you. That's what I do. We do both odds. We do both. I win and I charge. I also do a lot of advertising. We work with DraftKings. We work with Naira Bets. These are shameless plugs. They aren't paying me to promote. We work with DraftKings or DK Horse. We work with Twin Spires, and we work with Naira Bets. So it's a little bit of everything. 7th, Rebecca, thank you. I don't want to get off here. I'm gonna get some more to drink. You guys just kind of have some fun, okay? Let's go. Come on, baby. I mean, listen. I'm ecstatic. Okay? Let's see. I could probably show the replay on here now. Let me see if I can pull it up on YouTube. If it's on YouTube now, I'll show it, okay? If it's on YouTube by now, I can show you guys. I don't know if how fast they post it, but I have no problem posting the replay. Can you guys hear me okay? I'm using a different mic today. Forgot my other mic at home, so I'm at my business. Oh, here we go. Let's show the replay here. All right, you guys want to see the race? Let's watch the race together. You want to? Let's watch the race together. Good. This is me watching it as well because I watched it once. I've watched it once, which was on a screen, like a whatever you call it, a very large screen. Hang on. Let me show you guys. Again, we're watching this together. So all the commentary, all my thoughts, I don't have an opinion necessarily yet. So let's watch it together. All right, here we go. Let's get this. We don't need the CCL. So where is boy, look at Final Gambit back there. Well last. What a run he must have made. Look at Final Gambit. Hang on. All right. So let's just stop this for a second. I know you guys might hate me, whatever. So you got to give a lot of credit to Owen Almighty. He right there in the third spot as they crossed the wire the first time. I don't see journalism yet. Let's run this. Maybe I missed him. I probably missed him. Citizen Bull got everything he wanted, right? You know, can't ask for more. If you like Citizen Bull, I mean, listen, he did exactly what you hoped. For drawing from the one spot. All right. Here is journalism. Sovereignty is this sovereignty? I think this is sovereignty right here. I think this is sovereignty. There's journalism. Okay. Here is Final Gambit. These are your top three. And then Owen Almighty, which credit, listen, I'll give a lot of credit to him. He finished fourth, I'm sorry. But he was like the only horse that actually was part of the pace that held on. So listen, a lot of credit goes to that horse. All right, let's run it. So again, sovereignty's there right here is journalism. Sovereignty's right here. So he spotted them a good 6 links or so. And listen, journalism got the trip. I don't, whether it was the track or whether it was, he was, whatever you want to say, he got the trip. I mean, look where he's at right now. Well, shit, sorry. Look at where he's at right here. Here's sovereignty. I mean, here's journalism right here. This is journalism. Here's the winners. They're going fast up here. He's in this second pack, which we kind of expected him to be. He's outside. Yeah, he's wide, but he did exactly. He was where you would hope he would be, right? He out of trouble is the biggest key. Like Rispoli was not a reason why he lost. Let's put it that way. And here, I believe, right? Someone help me, but I believe this is sovereignty right here. So you can see the advantage that he spotted journalism. Yeah. So boom, right here. And you guys might hate me. I can watch it. We can run it back in normal motion, but I'm just kind of analyzing this race with you guys. Here are the top two finishers right here. Top two finishers. And Bieza. Where is Bieza, guys? Someone help me. Is this Bieza right here? Is this Bieza? I think that is. I mean, looking right here, I thought journalism was the winner. I thought sovereignty's an issue, but journalism, if he's good enough, he wins, right? That's what I thought right there. So look, I mean, Onomati was right there. He ran his race. Yeah, this right here is Bieza. Which, hey, credit to him. They tried. They shipped him out there. They waited for the also eligibles. They finally got in. The horse ran third in the Kentucky Derby. I mean, listen, that's great. Listen, very clearly the journalism is better than Bieza. It showed there. He damn near got to him. I wish that was Final Gambit. It would have juiced up that trifecta, but hey. There we go. Bradley, I mean, come on. I don't need to show you anything, okay? You're not my dad. I don't need to have you show, go to the website at racingdudes.com. Go follow what we do. Go follow our YouTube content. Go to our Twitter account. Go to a Facebook. Go do whatever you want to do. This is what we do for a living, okay? If we wanted to cheat you out, we would cheat you out. We don't do that. So the dollar trifecta paid $231. What a $4 exacta pay? Like about the same. Do you guys want to watch it again in like normal motion? Let's watch it like normal. Sovereignty ran huge, guys. Sovereignty ran huge. Here's what I do, Aaron. I get drunk. I bet horses. Naira Vets is paying us to go to the Belmont Stakes in clubhouse seats and flying us out there and paying us to bet on horses and talk about horses and drink. That's what I do. So, doesn't suck. But let me be clear. We've started this from nothing back in 2010, let's say. It started as a blog, and then it created into this. So just like, yeah, you can be like, oh, that's what you do. Like, we worked our asses for this. This week has been insane. I don't know that I've slept, honestly. If you follow us, we've given out $1,000. We gave $1,000 out this morning to a subscriber. I don't know if someone hit that super I'm sure they did. That was a pretty gettable super other than, I'm sorry. It's Final Gambit. Yeah, it was a very gettable super. So someone probably hit that, which we gave away something. We've been tons of content out there. I'm not thousands. 6 shows I think we've done in the last week. We've worked our asses off. So Imfray, I probably make more money than you've made your whole life. So I don't know. That's probably mean to say, but it's true. Owen Almighty getting up for third. I know he wasn't that necessarily close. Would have been. I'm sorry. Fourth would have been bad. Would have been bad. Uptown. Thank you very much. Thank you. I guarantee you, Frey. I guarantee you. I can tell by your profile picture. I can tell by your profile picture. Well, I mean, listen, the Derby's over, Aaron. I am getting drunk afterwards. I made money. I did all the handicapping earlier. All right. See ya, Frey. See ya, Frey. Everybody tell him bye. I need to get off the race. Now we're watching Secretariat. Hang on. Let me bye-bye. Listen, Jason Hommel, he's an OG. There's several in here, I'm sure. I'm sorry if I'm missing you. Shoddy, I know she's in here. We have a ton of people that follow every single show. We're Truth Exposed. Thank you. Yes, there's a bunch of people in here that vouch for what we do. Oh, I'm honestly, I'm not worried at all. I know how much we've worked for this day and to actually come through and hit it. It's pretty awesome. So this morning the scratches are out. I'm grinding in my office, trying to put together the tickets, working on how I'm going to structure them. I know I want sovereignty and I want journalism. If those, I need to have action on those horses winning. That's all I cared about. Past that, it was like, listen, I can live with Sandman beating me on top. I can, but I need action on sovereignty and journalism winning the race, and to have that happen, and not just that happen, but those two run 1-2 is a big validation. Okay. And you can ask for payouts and you can whatever. I don't care, honestly. For me personally, I know what my bank account looks like. I know what my wagering account looks like. The betting Bible has been posted for weeks. It's all out there, right? So question for you 3,000 people still in here. What are we thinking for the Preakness? I mean, obviously we're always hoping for a Triple Crown, right? Hey, Brad. Let's go, Brad. Let's go, Brad. What are we thinking for the Preakness, guys? Can Sovereignty get the job? Sovereignty is not a horse that I would expect to get the job done in the Triple Crown. You got, let's see. I would assume there's 2 or 3 that come from this. You got to think Caldera is probably going to Preakness. Clever again's going to Preakness. For Asmussen, you got to think obviously Sovereignty, maybe journalism. I don't know. We'll see. I could see Bieza going to the Preakness as well. So I don't know. I mean, Sovereignty is a question mark for me. So, but listen, if he can get through the Preakness, the Belmont would be nice for him. Although let's just remember, the Belmont is not the 1.5 miles this year. It's at Saratoga, where we will be reporting live. But it's not 1.5 miles this year. It will be at Saratoga. So it's not like the traditional Triple Crown. I know nothing, Robert. I know. You're right. I don't know nothing. You're right. I don't even know why I do this. What do you know? Yeah, it's I saw some comments about it. It's not going to be at a mile and a half. It's a mile and a quarter. So it's like the Derby again. What do you want to link for? Yeah, I mean, listen, we've been in this sport long enough. It's like you hit the winner, they want proof. You don't hit the winner, you're laughable. They hate you. You suck. You need to do something else. You can never win with most people. I don't know what you want the link for. Do you want race? Just go to racingdudes.com. Bradley, you're about to get booted, and I'm not. That's not me saying that. That's the chat saying that. They did race already. The results are on the screen, guys. The results are on the screen. 18, that's Sovereignty. You can see the horses there. Sovereignty, which is not 5-1, is 9-1. Over Journalism over Bieza, who came into from the also eligible list on what day was that, guys? That was like Thursday, I think it was, because I think it was Thursday, maybe Wednesday. And then Bieza came in, and then of course, final Gambit. Where is Bradley? I'll boot him out. It's fine. If he comments again, I'll boot him out. I don't see his comments. So next race at Churchill. I honestly, I'll be honest, I have not even where are we at here on this? 10 minutes to post. I'll just tell you, okay? I mean, according to the betting Bible, I don't care about this race, which is very accurate because the Derby's over and I hit everything in the Derby. So I can't really comment too much, but I do love Romanesque and Patch Adams. Halterman has Big Truz on top. I'll tell you that, which is on the website at racingdudes.com. Big Truz is the 14 horse. I have Romanesque, which is the 9 horse. He's a nice price. And Patch Adams, which is a mule, but had a ton of hype going into the season. And you almost have to play him. You left, yeah. Listen, a lot of people like to hate, Listen, that's fine. We do what we do here. I'm not trying to impress anybody. I mean, we've been established. So, here, I'll do you guys a solid. I shouldn't do this, but no one's buying the betting Bible now, right? So we'll just this is for everybody that's in here, and if you've been in here the whole time, I appreciate you. I love you guys, actually. That's been awesome. This is the betting Bible. This is the betting Bible on the website. Okay. This might be the whiskey talking. It's possible. You're not going to buy the betting Bible now. The Derby's over. So I'm just saying that out loud. So in case Halterman hears me, let me take this off the screen. Okay. This is the next race. You can see the players here. John White, the legend, has Patch Adams, multiverse. Patch Adams was the very first pick of the fantasy draft for the John White team. So that might be a little biased there. But Patch Adams, they got Patch Adams. I got Romanesque. A few people have Romanesque. You can see here the consensus has Romanesque, Big Trust, Patch Adams, and Touchy as your top 4 players. So here you can see, I mean, here's my bets. We showed that earlier. Very documented. I'm glad, by the way, I thought about doing another trifecta and keying the 8 in 3rd. I'm glad I did not do that because I would have been wasting money, although it got a little dicey late. I said, no way I'm betting this one. Hopefully you've cashed enough where we can relax and laugh at Patch Adams as he disappoints us again, which I plan on doing fully because I did cash enough and I don't need to bet this race. So if I had to bet this race, you can show you right there, 9, 11, 14 bucks for the exacta. I did not plan on being live this long, but the whiskey, another gold, is flowing. So, and I won. If I would have lost, if I would have lost the Derby, I'll just be totally transparent with you guys. Probably would have logged off by now, but I didn't. My opinion was right, and so I'm gonna hang out. Whiskey's good. Yes, whiskey is good. To be specific, Woodford Reserve, and lemonade. I'm just saying. I'm not. I do occasionally drink it straight when I'm feeling manly, but I typically drink it with lemonade. If you don't hate on it until you try it. Moving forward, Michael, there you go. Let's go, buddy. Congrats. That's a hell of a hit, and it's honestly, I'm not disparaging you. That was a gettable super. So well done on playing the right ticket there. So when I register on Race Choose, where do I go to see your win-loss record? It's on. Well, you can go to it. Let's see, on the results page. You can see our payouts. Yeah, more results. We've already hit $25,000 in payouts this month, which is today's not calculated, so it'll be through 2 days. We cover every track in America. Obviously, we focus on the big ones, but we cover. I mean, Halterman is, he knows. If you named a horse that runs at Colonial Downs or runs at Mahoney Valley or something like that, he'll know. He doesn't even look at the past performances. He knows what they're running. He knows where they've ran. He knows how they've ran. He's insane. I can see Gambit being a horse that runs in the Belmont 1,000%. Easy goer. I'll have to watch the replay. For him to finish where he finished, and to run where he started the race and to finish in the money is incredible.
Oh, hello? Is this thing on?
I'm just over getting drunk downstairs.
Are you? That's great.
Oh shit! I'm drinking all your whiskey. Okay,
dude, drink it. So, okay, I've been on a 4-hour TV show. I'm freaking tired. What did you? How much money did you make? I don't know the payouts.
I haven't even calculated it yet. I mean, it's a lot. I mean, from the betting Bible perspective, I hit 4 of the 6 bets that were listed in the Derby.
Yeah.
Okay, so I know that I hit the double going into the Oaks Derby double. I hit the Sovereignty one of that.
Yeah.
Personally, that's for you and I to discuss later.
Okay.
But it was a lot. Listen, everything keyed around Sovereignty and or journalism running 1-2, and they ran 1-2.
I love this version of you so much. I don't think he's like drunk, but this is good Jared here.
This is Buzz / just won the Kentucky Derby, Jared.
Oh,
okay.
I love
it. This is not a drunk Jared. This is like the Buzz / won the Derby Jared. But listen, this
is a very rare happy Jared.
Yeah, exactly. So when it happens, you need to enjoy it, guys.
Oh, I'm looking forward to enjoying the night with you. Listen, I knew you hit it.
What did you think? Okay, yeah, I haven't. You and I literally have not talked. We've talked for like 3 seconds since I've been here.
Yeah.
What did you think of the race, bro?
Oh, listen, I was ecstatic about the race. That was such a damn good race. I mean, so good. I was watching journalism, as I'm sure you probably were as well. And when he turned for home, I said, hey, he's running his race. There's no doubt about it. He's running his race. And then I looked down of who was coming from behind, and I thought, uh-oh, here comes the big horse. I knew it was Sovereignty immediately. I didn't even see the number. I just knew the size. It was him. And I just thought, here we go. And, Sovereignty comes up beside journalism. And Journalism fought with Sovereignty, but he just couldn't hang with him. Sovereignty was just better, and just an incredible run. I love that was such a fun Derby for the first time in a long time. A fun ass Derby to watch, a fun ass Derby to cover. I'm just really, really excited.
Dude, it was it was everything you wanted. And it was, I was watching the race, and honestly it's a blur, but I was like, listen, Journalism is in his spot. I was like, hey, he's there. He can't ask for much more. And then here comes Sovereignty on his outside, and it's like, all right, here we got a horse race. Which one's better? And Sovereignty, I mean, listen, Sovereignty ran incredible. Sovereignty spotted him multiple links and came and ran him down. And there's really no excuses you can make for Journalism other than the fact that Sovereignty got the best of him.
Oh, hey.
And hey, by the way, Biesa ran an incredible race too for a horse that wasn't even in the race a few days ago, I should say. Biesa ran a really good race. And really showed that the West Coast form was legit.
Oh, yeah, I totally agree with you. I thought Baeza ran fantastic. I've only seen the replay once. I'm sure he was flying late, so he had a little bit of trouble, I'm guessing. But yeah, great race. He galloped out ahead of everybody else. You hit the nail right on the head. Journalism ran well, but he had no excuse. He just said no excuse second for sure. Listen, I will say this. I thought Junior Alvarado was freaking awesome. I thought the ride Junior Alvarado gave was great. He got him in position earlier, and he made that move earlier. And then, it's on the horse after that to make the move and finish it off. So he still had to do it. But Alvarado pushed all the right buttons. And that's not to say Rispoli rode poor. I don't think he did. He did exactly what I thought he was going to do. But Alvarado gave that horse every chance, and then the horse went and took advantage of it. So give him a lot of credit. Alvarado, Bill Mott, two great people. I love when great people win.
Listen, I'm not right often, but when I am, it was nice because it was I told you this morning when we were going over the Bible and going over our revised picks after the scratches, I was like, listen, to me it all goes through Sovereignty or Journalism. If those two run well, then we're great. And they hit the top of the stretch, and those two were 1-2. And I'm thinking, okay, all right, that's good. That's good. I mean, Biesa almost ruined it, honestly, with running too well. And how about this, by the way? So two things I want to mention to you.
Yeah.
Final Gambit was like out of another stratosphere back. I mean, there was Tabit Trice, and then there's Final Gambit as far back as this horse was. And even more impressive, Halterman, how about Owen Almighty? Owen Almighty rounds out the super high five.
I couldn't believe it.
A horse that if you would have said, hey, who doesn't belong in the race? He would have been one of our top choices. And he runs top 5. And he was a part of the pace, too. It's not like he ran some weird kind of out of it and then came up. No, he was part of the pace with Citizen Bull and Neaquiz and those horses that were up there. And he held on. How impressed. I mean, I was like, wow, he ran 5th.
So we didn't know who ran 5th because we were just paying attention 1 through 4. By the way, Samich hit the superfecta. So anyway, so we were like, okay, let's look at the order of finish. And we're like, no, that's gotta be a misprint. Because here's the deal, dude. Owen Almighty was 4 wide pressing the pace the whole race. And all the pace collapsed. And Owen Almighty was the one that stayed.
I know, right?
I couldn't believe he got
What world
5th.
is that?
Yeah.
I know, right? Like you can make a case for a few of them that could stay, not him.
Yeah.
Listen, we went back and we watched the replay once on over here. I showed him. It was on YouTube, so I went in and showed him. But we had over 15,000 people in here at one point, and it was absolutely insane. And people did not like my race call, but I tried my best. And listen, yeah, I know. I listen. The whiskey, and I didn't care necessarily that what they cared about, but we have to end this. People don't want me to leave. I keep saying I'm going to get off here, and I'm like,
stay.
Just refill your whiskey and keep going.
Well, we are. I'm kind of hungry though. I don't know about you, but
I'm hungry for more whiskey.
Okay, yeah, that's fine.
I have drank all your whiskey, by
That's
the way.
fine. I told you.
I don't know if that's an issue or what, but you need to get more. But listen, it's nice to have a derby that lived up to what we hoped it would. I don't take anything against. I don't leave the race saying journalism isn't as good as I thought he was. I think Sovereignty just is that good, and it's amazing to have. I mentioned this earlier before you hopped on. It's amazing that Bill Mott finally got his job. He got his job done, man. He finally got the win. He has 2 now, but that is his first legit one.
Yeah. That's the first thought that hit my mind is like, oh, thank God one of the good guys in racing got the real Kentucky Derby, right? And I know that probably hung over his head, and Junior getting the win is great as well. Listen, it's so fun to watch it. And look, guys, this is what I'll tell you. This is what I'll tell you guys. And this is the honest to God truth. We have not slept for 6 days. It is to do this and do it right. You just have to work and work and work. And when it goes your way and you make a little money on the Derby, this is the result of it. You get very happy. You celebrate. You have fun. We have a good night of just relaxing and saying, yes, we got this one right. Because look, sometimes we don't, So it's been pretty darn awesome. So look, I loved everything about the race. Obviously, if journalism wins, maybe it's a little bit a better day for me, but hell, I don't really care. I had Sovereignty in the pick 4s and stuff as well. So overall, really good day. And again, there's just no excuse. Sovereignty, our first journalism, and he ran very well. Sovereignty was just better. He just closed like a freight train. Very, very good.
Yeah, it's that's what I told the chat earlier. I was like, listen, there was a guy in here earlier. I don't think he left, but I think we booed him actually. But he was like, kept it, show your tickets, or it doesn't count, And I was like, listen, I don't even care about the money. Obviously, personally, I bet a ton. The betting Bible's been out there for the public. You can see that. Like, it's just like having an opinion on a race that like the Kentucky Derby. And bringing it home. That's what's so big, Like
Patch Adams just
get to the top of the stretch, and the 2 horses that you said. By the way, one's 9-1. The other one is what I don't know. We went off at 7-1 or 7-2. I'm sorry. It's like to get to the top of the stretch, and those are the 2 horses. I mean, I don't care what you all say. That's impressive. I'm excited for us. I'm excited. It's nice to get one right after the Rich strikes and the Mages.
Oh, absolutely. And when they turn,
Patch Adams is in the turn, guys. He's 3-2. Let's see if Patch Adams can get the job done. Big Truz.
I need this 14.
The 14 is on the outside. He's wheeling up on the Patch Adams. Let's see if Patch Adams get the job done here. No,
I need 14 or 11.
I think it's going to be 14. Let's see if Patch Adams is holding tough. Patch Adams is going to get the job done.
That's all right. We'll take that. We'll be live into the pick 4 and pick 5 to the last race. So
Patch Adams wins 11, 14, 7. I don't know what that 4th horse was.
Oh, try 2 for me. That's great. 7 got in there. All right.
Patch Adams wins the last race. I mentioned in the Bible how much I hated that horse, and of course he wins. So,
well, listen, you can't get them all right.
Listen, the one race I cared about, I hit. So that's all that matters. So.
Yeah. Oh, what a weekend. I'll
tell you what, just a massive amount of relief came off of me after that race. I mean, I
could tell.
I can't, because honestly, and I mentioned this on the show earlier. You and I, here's the thing, guys. Halterman and I haven't really talked a lot, honestly, today, anyways, because he's been live for a lot of the day, at least for the major running, and it's been a weird day for me. Yesterday was a little bit that way too, where it's like your horses were, it was one of those days where your horses are running, but they're not winning. or you might have a double, or you might have an exacta or a trifecta even, and they run 1, 2, 4, or it was just one of those days where it was just like, oh my gosh, this is excruciating. And then I was like, but my biggest opinion wasn't until the Derby. I had 6 bets of the Derby, and so I'm like, just get to the Derby, and for it to get home, this is why I'm acting this way. Yes.
Yeah, absolutely, and you deserve it. Don't let anybody try to tell you don't. Don't try to tell anybody you don't. That's for sure.
All right, guys. Any truth exposed? Thank you. Why did the super high sci-fi pay? What?
What here? Let me look for you here. Truth. I'll try to find that for you.
Thanks for the tip, by the way.
Here we go. Hold on. Are you ready? Okay. The $1 super high five paid $38,405.96. $38,000.
That is thanks to Owen Almighty. For sure.
Yeah.
1,000%. So have you seen what I kind of know what they are from yesterday, but have you seen the final payouts for the Oaks Derby double?
I believe it was like 15 or $20 Oaks Derby double, 15 or 20. Yeah.
So if you count that, it was like 5 wagers that were cashed. I was telling them earlier, I was showing them the Bible actually, because it's like, hey, no one's buying the Bible now.
Right. Yeah.
I was like, so I didn't hit the journalism win, but I had the $2 exacta 18 over 8. I had the $1 exacta 18 over 8. I had the $1 exacta all over 8. I had the 50-cent trifecta 18 over 8 over 21. So I had all that in the betting Bible listed, as well as the daily or as the Oaks Derby double. So again, that was what was listed. We try to list them as like kind of base amounts, and then you guys can kind of hone in on those based on your budgets. Obviously, I bet personally wager a lot more. The others might wager a lot less, but we try to kind of live at like 50 cents to $1, depending on where you guys are at. So I mean, I can't honestly, if I went to bed last night and said, how can this day go other than journalism winning?
Right.
That's the only thing, right? If he held off sovereignty. Yeah. That's literally the only thing. Past that, I can't ask for much more. So
I would echo that. I think journalism winning, you're making a little more money, and you got the Derby winner, and that's always a big thing as well. But past that, absolutely no. I mean, that's just it couldn't have went much better. And I mean, the dream is to hit the exactas and hit the tries and the supers and the Derby. They only come around once a year. You want to hit them, and to hit them is an amazing feeling. And I think we both feel good about that for sure. Look, I mean, I just can't get over 2 things. I cannot get over the fact that Sovereignty ran that well, good. I thought he would win, or I thought he could win. I thought he was one of the more likely winners. That's why I played him and everything. But
he ran like a 1 to 5. I mean,
yes, really. That's what I meant. Yes, exactly. And I can't get over how much Baeza was flying, and like you said, Baeza was flying so much, he almost ruined everything. Getting up there for us, getting up there for second. So
there you go. Truth exposed. Listen to you a little bit. I mean,
there you go.
Hey, and by the way, I don't want to discredit him at all, because we talked a lot about these top 3 finishers, and for good reason. But I don't know if you watched or have watched the replay enough. Like remember, I mean, I know you do. Remember Tapit Trice and where he was at? And I need to watch that trip again. Final Gambit was further back than him. Like, he was like last place by a lot.
Mm-hmm.
And for a lot of the race. And for him to run what he ran is pretty impressive.
Oh, yeah. I totally agree.
He outran the Tistastics and the Publishers. And the Burnham Square. I mean, I'm trying to go through the list. Those horses that were like, those closers, they'll benefit. He outran them all.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely, dude. Absolutely, he did.
And he had to run by them all because he was in last place in the first turn.
No, so that was my biggest worry with him. I liked him, but I thought, God damn, he's just gonna be so far behind. I just don't know. And that's what happened. Like if he could have sat, say he sat, 15th instead of way behind, he may have, I don't know, he may have got second or he may have won, but he just lacks that early speed. And that's probably, look, when you look at the pedigree on Final Gambit, it's dirt. It is all dirt. And then you check this out and you go, well, that's why he's on the turf, because he's so damn far behind, Yeah. So, I mean, just crazy to think that he was able to pass that many of them, and he was moving. I mean, he was really running down the stretch, and a very good first start there on the dirt for him. I thought he ran very well, obviously.
Yeah, for a horse that, people don't really realize that this is a horse that was making his first dirt start, and while it was impressive to see. We're seeing, dude, that these synthetic horses are running okay. And hey, by the way, Admire Daytona finished last. I don't know if you saw that. I think Luxor was kind of mid-pack, middle of the road, so to speak. Nothing impressive whatsoever. But yeah, I mean, Admire Daytona, I don't even know where he was early in the race, to be quite honest with you.
I never saw him. Mm-mm.
There was a few horses that didn't get many calls. He was one of them. Okay, I'll ask you this because I think it's important, because now we shift to and by the way, let's close this off here pretty soon because I want to hang out with you. But you're not you're like right above me basically. And,
I know it's weird, but yeah.
I haven't seen you. But okay, Preakness is in 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Sovereignty obviously will probably go, I would think. What are we doing with him? Do you think it? I mentioned this earlier before you hopped on. He's definitely get him to the Belmont, right? He would be a Belmont type horse. Can he win a race like the Preakness? And on top of that, who do you think? I mean, Bieza could be a nice little candidate to get to the Preakness. Who do you think goes to the Preakness from here?
Yeah, listen, we talked about this a little bit as well. It's going to be very, very interesting because here's the deal. And here's I love Sovereignty. I'm not trying to knock Sovereignty, but here's the deal. When you come from the clouds, sometimes you're very, very, not sometimes, all the time, it's very pace dependent. Does he get in that Preakness and they go 48 to the half? And then he's in a little bit of trouble. That's what I worry about with him, whether it be the Preakness or the Belmont. So, I think the horse has the talent to win the Triple Crown, but that running style still concerns me. Now, this is a guy that's only seen the replay once. So, maybe he did something different today. I don't know. But as far as who goes there, I think it's going to be a lot of new shooters. I bet you a horse like Bieza and a horse like Journalism wait for the Belmont. I think the Belmont has the potential to really be this race that we just saw, plus maybe a big Triple Crown on the line. I think it's possible. I think the Preakness is going to be your new shooters for the most part. So, look, I think Sovereignty showed today who he is at his best. Now, can he overcome being a little bit pace dependent? Because let's face it, he's a Sierra Leone type, right?
Yeah.
Where he does need that pace to run into, and that's always going to be a little scary. But just based on talent, you got to think the Preakness, he's going to be a pretty heavy favorite.
I want to say a few things. One, so it'd be awesome to see him run the Preakness, because if you guys remember, Country House, even though he didn't, I mean, he won the Derby, but he didn't. But he won the Derby and he didn't even run in the Preakness. He wasn't even eligible. He didn't eat scratch out of it. So it'd be cool to see him try. That meaning Belmont. And two, I want this to be a lesson. And I'm going to use this as a lesson for me, because I'm sure I haven't even looked at Twitter, but I'm going to guess someone's commented on it, because I have a habit of tweeting out things before I think about them after races. And listen, after he lost the Florida Derby, I literally said, he cannot win the Derby because he's too slow. He needs to improve. And I still stand by that, right? By the way, he had to improve off of that. But that being said, like, I think it all goes to say, like, here I am. I don't know how many weeks ago that was, 5 weeks ago. And I picked him to win. Well, I picked him my top 2 choices and keyed everything around him.
Yeah.
You need to be flat. You need to don't be stuck on one thought, and just because you thought, hey, you can't win the Derby, when you handicap it, don't be like, hey, I said this, I can't go back off of it or whatever. And I think that's a real thing. Like you need to, it's all like you got to go through it and look at it in the vacuum and say, well, you know what? He is getting better. He is trained by Bill. And that was, to me, honestly, was the biggest thing. Who he was trained by, Halterman. That he was trained by Bill Mott.
Mm-hmm.
And we saw what Country House did in that race. Even though he didn't technically win. Well, he did technically win. But he didn't win on in real life. He ran an improved race. And that was dramatic. And the fact that Bill Mott was trained him and then trained this horse, I was very confident that he's going to run better at the very least than he did in the Florida Derby.
Absolutely. I agree with all of that you just said. I was the same way as you. I was super pissed at him that day in the Florida Derby, really down on him. And I'll be honest, if they would have raced the Derby the next day, I wouldn't have used him. But the more time went by, you did kind of realize, hey, the pace is going to be hot. It's Bill freaking Mott. This horse, you've loved him up until that race. Don't jump off of him now. And all those things, week by week, I kept telling myself, do not let this horse beat you and knock you out of everything. Have stuff with him. And so that's why I had the Oaks double. That's why I had the double going into it, the pick 4s, alive to a couple pick 5s still coming up to the 14th race because of what you just said. Old me would have said, fuck him, I'm out. You know what I mean? But experienced me was like, this guy, Bill Mott, and you know that he can get him to run huge. And you brought up Country House about 3 or 4 weeks ago, and you said, look, if he can get Country House to run that huge, he can get this one.
Yeah, right.
You're right. You're right. Yep. And he did it. And my hat goes off to him. And I think he was even frustrated. If you watch his interviews or his quotes, he was frustrated after the Kentucky Derby.
He thought he'd win. He thought he thought he was going to win that race. And honestly,
absolutely. Yep. And look, he got him. He got him there today. And again, it helps those closers when you get that pace. So you saw that 46 and change. Not that it was just 46 and change, that it was pressed. They were flying. There were 3 horses out there really duking it out. So 4 horses at times. And you just kind of were like, yeah, it's going to set up. One of these guys are going to win it. Thought it was journalism at the top of the stretch for sure until you scaled back and you're like, no, that horse is moving faster than journalism. And that horse was Sovereignty, Bill Mott, Junior Alvarado.
All right. So, I keep wanting to end this thing, and we've had over 2,000 people in here for the time. But I got to ask the question that people want to know, and that's, and I want to know,
okay,
can he win the Triple Crown? Can he win? And I'll even say this because we talked about this on Blinkers Off. I don't know if it was this week or last week, but we talked about, hey, if journalism can win the Derby, well, shit, he should win the Preakness. So it's a matter of can he win the dirt or win the Belmont. And a horse like Sovereignty, which has a different running style than him for sure, but do you think you and I will be at the Belmont? Can we get to the Belmont with a shot?
Man, I'm nervous. I think the answer is no. I'm just worried about the running style. I've seen it too much. A horse runs great, gets second, but it's like, oh, he just didn't have the pace. That's what I'm really worried about with him. I don't think he's a Triple Crown winner, but I'm going to tell you something. If he does get pace in those races, he is going to be really tough to beat. And can he get to the Belmont with a chance? I don't know who's going to run in it. He's going to be better than those horses in the Preakness. So I think I'm going to say, yes, he gets to the Belmont with a chance.
The thing it's this impossible question because we don't know who's going to run the Preakness. I'll say that. Here's what I can say. He proved to be, because journalism, I would be, unlikely that he's running in the Derby. In the Preakness. he's the best horse. So it's a I mean, he's pretty lightly raced too, for that matter, at least as a 3-year-old. So I think the Belmont might be the question mark. I mean, not from how far he wants to go, but just from the kind of the horses that might show up there. But yeah, I think he's got a really big shot at the Preakness, because I don't think, Clever Again's a horse that I obviously like, but I don't know. I don't think he's in that realm. Yeah. So I mean, listen, I think I think we could be looking at least a horse that's running for the Triple Crown in the Belmont.
Yeah, I do too. I'm pretty darn excited.
I mean, listen, it's not like I don't, American Promise won or something. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Like, I don't want no disparage to him, but I'm just saying, like, Sovereignty is a real horse.
Yeah,
he is a legit horse.
So let me bring this up, because Paul B makes a comment, says Rodriguez is going to run and win. See, that's what's dangerous. Let's say Rodriguez is loose on the lead and runs a 48.5 in the Preakness. That's what I'm talking about. That kind of setup is going to be really tough for Sovereignty, and that's why I can't say yes. I think talent, he's there. I can't wrap my head around him with that running style winning all 3. That's where I'm at with it.
Yeah. And listen, Bill Mont's not exactly known for being like a guy that's going to train a horse up to 2 weeks off and get him. The thing that, and to be totally fair, why I liked him so much going into this race off of kind of why I kind of rebounded and went back to him was because I trusted in Bill Mont, and the Derby was the focus, not the Florida Derby. And now the Preakness is the focus, and it's not exactly the plan, and so I could see him getting a little leg weary in the Preakness. And if there is a horse that wants to show up and make things difficult for him, it could be tough. Could be tough for him. Although, journalism won't be in the race. I think that's pretty fair. I don't know about Bieza. His sheriff's pretty, conservative, but it could be, it's possible. Past that, who would you be afraid of out of the Derby? You know what I'm saying? So I think it's possible that he could win the next leg, and that, and then the Belmont, I think you'll have some new shooters for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. I agree, and it's, you just don't know what's going to be out there. You don't know who's going to enter. The Preakness is tough anymore because a lot of them just will not run back. So, yeah, look, I am not sitting here for the first time in a while. I'm not sitting here and going, it's impossible, right? Like, it is possible this year. We do have a story going into the Preakness, and we'll just see what he does. I think he showed today he's a very nice horse. The problem is it was on the slop. He got a good pace. There's going to be there's going to be ways to try to beat him from a handicapping perspective in the next couple of races, and that'll just be a decision we got to make in a couple of weeks and then 5 weeks. But and I think one of the comment was like, hey, you got a bag today if you got Sovereignty and you hit those exotics. You're not going to get a bag if you hit exotics with him again. Like, he's going to be even money in this Preakness, and then if he wins in the Belmont. So, you celebrate today, you worry about tomorrow, or a couple of weeks, you worry about the next race. But look, he's got a lot of talent, and it's just going to be, can he get the setups and the trips? That's going to be the big thing.
All right, final question, because listen, we had a steady 20. Well, earlier it was 15,000, but we've had a steady 2K since the race ended, and since you've been on. I hate to get off here, but final thought is it? And again, I've watched it once or twice, I guess.
Yeah.
Is it more Sovereignty won the race, or journalism lost the race?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's a good question. I think it's a question that deserves some thought and some more.
Probably unfair to ask you that.
Yeah, no, I think it's fair. Look, I think more Sovereignty won it. I think journalism ran his race. I don't think he was the best horse today. I think Sovereignty was. I think journalism really tried to go with him there for a while. He stuck with him for a little bit. He just couldn't do it. So I think Sovereignty went and got him. I don't think journalism let him have it. Now, if journalism would have lost to Baeza, for that second spot and got third, then we get into the fact that he just gave Baeza that. You know what I mean? Because that was like he was getting pretty tired at that point.
Yeah. I mean, listen, you can't say enough about a horse that wasn't even, I mean, it's like Rich Strike, only he didn't win, but like a horse that, we kind of joked about, like, why, can't believe they even shift him out there. Then it's like, well, hopefully we get in. Then we did get in. And then we ran a really nice race, really, for third, and really showed that the Santa Anita Derby was kind of legit in a sense, meaning they ran 1-2, and then there's that horse that ran out, out east, that just was a little bit better than both of them.
Yeah, no, the Santa Anita Derby proved to be very good. The 5 horses I don't think was a big problem. These horses ran second and third. And
real quick, did you notice any issues? Listen, there was I don't know, Larry Kalmus, there was, like, at the beginning of the race, he mentioned, I need to watch the start, I guess is what I'm trying to say, because he mentioned that he didn't get a great start, journalism that is, but midway through the race, I was like, well, hey, he, like, listen, he's in the spot, like, he's in that second, we talked about it on Blinkers Off, like, there's the first tier, they were going pretty quick, and then journalism was right there in the second, outside in the clear. Mind you, the winner, Sovereignty, was even further back. So what I'm saying is I don't think the trip was any kind of issue.
Yeah, so I think first time around, it kind of was not ideal is how I would describe it. He kind of got squeezed a little, not bad, but a little bit. He kind of pinballed around first time past the wire a little bit, was inside. But I'm 100% with you. Once they kind of got around, first of all, he saved a lot of ground. He was on the rail the whole time too. But once they got on the backside, he was in a perfect spot. Now, did it take a little out of him to get bounced around? Yeah, maybe. But I don't think a trip or anything like that cost him the race. He was in a great spot. Hey, I talked about you need to be in the good cheer spot. You want the good cheer trip. Yeah. He got it. Like, he got it,
I mean, that's what I was going to say is you're a guy, and myself included, that, hey, good cheer trip, he wins. If I would have told you this morning, we woke up and said, hey, this is like, it showed you the top of the stretch, here's where he's at. And honestly, in my mind, when I hit the top of the stretch, I thought, well, here we go.
Yeah.
We get to see who's better. Mm-hmm. And I mean, I legitimately thought that, which is insane. But, you can't ask, like, all you wanted was to be at the top of the stretch.
Yeah.
And have a chance, and that's where he was at.
Yeah. Yeah. And like I said,
he got pinched at the start. He got in trouble. I mean, journalism was right there.
Yeah. No, I'm with you. I don't have any arguments. I don't have any. Oh, that Umberto. No, not at all. I thought.
Paul,
listen again.
I love Clever again, Paul. So listen.
Well,
Paul,
I mean,
I've liked you in here, but I do like him. Although I'm not going to sit here and say he's going to beat Sovereignty assuming he runs, but I do like him.
Right. Yeah. No, I like Clever. I like Clever again as well. But, you're talking about can you go up now, move up in class and beat a horse like Sovereignty or whoever that's going to be at the Preakness? They might not. I mean, that's a big class jump. So we'll just have to see what happens there with that one. But yeah, it was such a fun race. I love when the two horses, if it would have been maybe a Sandman as well, like the 2, 3, 4 horses that are really kind of the good ones line up across the track, and it's like, okay, let's see who's best right here. That was fun.
Looking at this picture, and again, you and I need to sit here and talk about the race, but when you look at the picture, it's very much so Sovereignty. I mean, listen, it's Sovereignty, Baeza, and journalism. Those are the 3. And then there's the gray horse that looks kind of brown because he's, he was in the back of the pack.
Yeah.
Final Gambit. And then there's Owen Almighty who hung on. Past that, Halterman, it's everybody else. I mean, listen, I can only see part of the picture here. And so, no disrespect to some of these other horses that may have got bad trips or whatever. But looking at this picture, Halterman, look at the other ones. It's just everyone else. And you and I were like kind of again, like I used Tismatic, but I didn't, not as much as you. I used Publisher more. I think Tismatic outfinished him, but it looks like in the picture they were probably pretty close. These other horses didn't really do a whole lot. Clearly stated by Owen Almighty, who held on.
Yeah,
you got the three best horses, I would argue, and then Final Gambit, who really made up. He literally circled the field, other than three horses. I think it might be fair to say a little bit of a disappointment from the horses in the back.
Yeah. I would agree. If you can't catch Owen Almighty, what happened? And maybe there's some troubled trips, and we'll cover that in the week, the next week or Sunday or Monday. We'll cover the trips and what happened and all that stuff. But yeah, maybe there were some troubled trips, or maybe those horses just didn't run very well. That is very possible as well.
Yeah, and you got surface issues. You got maybe they didn't like mud. I mean, there's excuses to be had for sure. And again, you've watched it once. I've watched it twice. We don't know the trips.
Yeah.
So it's hard to Halterman does a cool thing every year for the Derby. He'll post a video either Monday or Tuesday where it kind of goes over the whole race, the trips specifically that each one got, and kind of like the excuses to be had or not to be had. And obviously how that impacts them moving forward. So make sure you guys watch that. And again, I can't stress this enough. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe, because we have, the Derby's over. We did well, but the Preakness is up next, and we have more bets coming as we get closer to the Triple Crown Trail. And again, we'll be at the Belmont watching that live and in person. So the Derby's over, Halterman. We did well. I did well, but we got two more legs. So the job is not done.
Yep. No, for sure. And we're going to run the 14th race. We might as well stay on for the 14th race here.
The 0 minutes.
Now, so one thing we got, the betting Bible is not done. The 12 or the 14, if they win, these pick fives are pretty decent. $500-$600 to the 12, and I think it's like $700 to the 14. So we got a little something to watch here as well.
All right, let me pull it up on the screen here for the boys.
For the boys.
Listen, I am borderline drunk. I'm not gonna. Yeah,
I could definitely tell, but that's all right.
Listen, I kind of, you know how you go out when you go out at night and you kind of have that when the first drink hits your lips, and you're like,
Yep.
This is gonna be dangerous. That's how I felt the moment I got here. Heather, welcomed me in as she does.
Yes.
Give me a big hug, kiss on the cheek. She didn't do that.
Wow.
I know.
Wow.
More action than you've gotten in a long time, I'm sure.
I would imagine so. Yes. Wow.
That's all fake. But honestly, what really happened is she did show up, and I poured that first drink, and I was like, this is trouble. And now that I hit everything basically in the Kentucky Derby, it's game over from here on out. I might be using your spare bedrooms. But here we go. Here's the pick fours and pick fives live to the last leg. 12 and 14 we need.
The 14's making a nice little move on the 13 Lambeau. The 12 making a move as well. So we've got shots here. We just got to get this Asmussen runner out of there. 14 looks like he's taking over the
both lead. Of these look great. Come on.
Yeah, but okay, 14 or 12. Come on. Nobody from the back. No sovereignties back there in the back. 14. Come on.
14. Run away with this.
That's 700 some.
We got it.
Well, we're going to have one of the two here. It might be the 12. It might be the 12. That's okay. It's going to be a little bit less if it's the 12.
Come on. Hold off the 12, 14. No.
That's all right. That's all right. We got it. Okay. Well, that's a hell of a way to close out the betting Bible. That's about a 550-ish on the pick five there, pick four as well. So, good Lord, I'm tired. We did it.
I'll tell you what, the multi-race wagers, I don't remember what they were, but it was a lot yesterday. Like literally, when I calculated, if you bet every single one of them, it results. I think it was like $500 or $600 in profits. Yeah. I don't know what this one was, but obviously,
I don't either.
Very good. We hit a bunch in the Derby. I don't know what more the people want. Who won? It was the 12, right? No,
yeah,
the favorite.
12 got it. Yeah.
12, yeah.
12, 14, and then I don't know.
Pursuit Never Sleeps won that race. Del Romans won the last. So there you go. Halterman. All right, let's close this thing out. As much as I love having 2,000 people in here, we got you and I need to give a big huggy to each other. So
I don't know about that.
Well, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna hug.
Maybe
I'm gonna hug somebody. I don't know if it's gonna be you.
Come hug me. Yeah, it's been a long week, but a hell of a week. What a that's the explanation point on the whole thing.
I told the people earlier, I was like, listen, just today alone, I haven't looked at the contest results, but we've given away $1,000 to start today. We somebody probably won a membership to the rate website, as well as $100 on the Superfecta. I assume. I haven't looked at it. The betting Bible was, I mean, I don't know how much more you can be all over the race other than journalism winning. I mean, listen, I don't know what else to say. So past that, let's just celebrate, guys.
Let's do it.
Let's celebrate. I appreciate everybody. Listen, people didn't like, dude, when we had like 15,000 people in here, people were like, kept, as you can imagine, like I think Shoddy set the over under at like 16 as people asking if we were going to show the race. It had to be it legitimately was probably 300. Yeah. I mean, and I'm not even kidding. People that asked to show the race. And in fact, at one point, I'm like, here's what I was doing. So your TV's off now, but the whatever it was on. And I was like this watching the race. Okay. Can you see me? And yes. They were like, move your hand. Legitimately, it was like a quarter of the screen. Okay. And I was like this. I was calling the race. I told them, I said, I'm not going to show the race.
But they said it was terrible. It was a bad call, they said.
Well, yeah. I mean, that's fair. It could have been. But I tried. I tried my best to call the race. I couldn't show the race. But they were like, I was like this. And they were like, move your hand. And I was like, so at one point, it was like this. And I was like, oh, I got to move it a little bit. And they're like, oh, this is awful. This guy sucks. I was like, listen, what do you want from me? Okay. All right, boys. I don't know. But hey, the Derby's done. We got it done. Truth, we appreciate you in here. Yeah. Thank you. By the way, I'm going to call you out. AFS, I appreciate you. No congrats. Ass picks, you sell favorites. That's right. We hit the 9-1 favorite in the Derby. Oh, wait, he wasn't the favorite. So that's interesting, AFS. But thanks for joining us. Appreciate you.
Yeah. No, I mean that view counts for something. So I appreciate it very much as well. Keep coming back. We'll be here about every day. We've got something going on. So
that's right. Hey, listen. Again, like I said earlier, there's been plenty of years where we're not. So, forgive me for celebrating the wins.
No.
Paul, you shut your mouth, okay?
There it is. He's
scared as shit.
He looks scared right now.
I'm scared as shit, Paul. Listen, all right, guys.
All right, we gotta go.
No, but truthfully, it was just me in here for 90% of this, and I was sitting here talking to myself. And literally, at one point, I think it was actually Paul, and he was like, because the comments were insane, and he's like, just ignore the comments. So hey, Paul, I love you more, and I do really, Paul. And I was like, I pulled up the past performances, and I just started going through the sheets, and I was just like, I didn't even look at the comments. Until the race was loading, and then I was like, whatever. But thanks, Brad. Which one more? No, I won't make you ask that. But again, guys, hopefully everyone had a good Derby.
I listen. I don't know who Paul B is, but
I don't know
love
either,
it.
but he's my favorite today.
And I'll say this to all the people that are still here. This is not what I thought I would be walking into. That drunk Jared is not. Just love it.
Let me tell you, it ain't close to what it was earlier. Okay, it was insane. It was ask our boy Paul. It was
That's
like
what it's all about.
It was like 15,000 people in here, and they were all calling me out for either bad calls or showing my ticket or not showing the race. Okay. It was like I couldn't win with these people.
So here's the deal. We got to end this, and here's why. You have got a almost 5-hour head start on me. Like I've had to be on
Heather. I'm hesitant because if you're claiming that you don't feel good, I'm hesitant that you're gonna pick it up, and so you better.
Oh, I'm ready to pick it up. Listen, yes, I'll be fine. I'll sleep it off. It's not gonna be a big deal. I'll be fine. Listen, we got to go somewhere though. I mean,
I told the people earlier, I was like, we've worked so hard. This week is insane. We made it to the end. You got to celebrate. Who win? Sovereignty won. So.
Okay, we gotta go.
You gotta go. We gotta go,
right. Little boy. I don't know why, but when he calls you a little boy, it's killing me. Like, I think it's so funny.
Bro, hang on. Look what I just found on display.
Where you going, little boy?
This was on display. This was on display.
Dude, I told you I have it all over the house.
Oh, shit. You guys are fucked. Oh, man. You better come down here quick.
I'm going to come get you. Yeah. We may need a wheelbarrow to get your ass up the steps.
Get out of here before I get... All right, guys. All right. I'm Jared Welch. He's Aaron Halterman. Hey, thanks for joining me. Thanks for joining Halterman here after the fact. But, hey, congrats to everybody that joined us and some winning tickets. We'll have all our coverage. Halterman will have all his Derby analysis after we've had time to kind of digest this. All on the website at racingdudes.com, as well as kind of reloading and getting ready for the Preakness here in just 2 weeks, and then the Belmont 3 weeks after that. I'm Jared Welch. He's Aaron Halterman. Let's close this sucker out. We'll see you guys.
Bye, guys.